Hello, Mega Marcus. All the stuff is currently offline. All the redemptions and whatnot, so... just gotta go without. Hello, we as well. Almost runtime. You can watch this from the Strysers channel. Haven't started yet, I'm just warming up here. Warming up. Destroying all the streaks. Ow. Woo. In the next 20 to 30 minutes. There we go. Currently, no redemptions going on, by the way. Redemption's not working because marathon run. I have them all disabled. Oh my god, that's rude. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately no fun mode because it's a marathon run. Don't worry, otherwise it's always on. But since we can't have fun during marathons, need to have them disabled for now. Thank you, thank you. Get punched in the face. Wow. Wow. No, that hasn't happened in a while. Or that. That has though. Yeah. 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 Oh, that cannot happen in a run, I swear. That's too much time gone. Give me your vehicle. Oh my god, where's the vehicle? Can't get there. Oh my god, where's the nearest thing? Wow. It's so far away. Damn it. Oh, yes.
All right, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi, yes.
How's it going?
I mean, it's gray and cloudy outside, and it's just affecting my mood a little bit right now. So,
Yeah.
but here I'm ready to host. I got water with me, so we're good.
Good to hear.
And I was just watching the run that's going on right now.
Is there still a few minutes to go before the end of this?
I don't. There's probably still a few minutes. Yeah. Because like after a while you get to the big boss, and even that can take a few minutes.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
but then again, I only know the game casually, so
Oh yeah.
I don't know how if she has like some type of crazy um exploit or something that's just gonna make the final fight last like 2 minutes
Yeah.
instead or
Something
something.
could happen.
Yeah.
Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, go watch on Strider's channel, by the way. Don't watch on my channel.
Yeah, I'm watching on I'm in the chat there and everything. So
Okay. Just a general announcement, I guess, so people don't gather to my channel then.
yeah. Yeah, this is a boss. She has 200 health, so yeah, this is a thing that can take a little while.
Is that the last boss? I haven't played the game.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and of course, like, she's... Yeah, it's like an absolute final boss where it's like you're supposed to have, like, beaten 36 other rounds and that kind of stuff, and she only rolls 6s, of course, and she has 200 health, so...
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm sure she will be just fine.
Yeah.
Sure thing, yeah. Oh yeah, the streaks. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay, chat. It's okay.
Okay, so that's over. So any moment now, we should get into the whole balancing phase.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. How's it going yourself?
And not too bad. Just gonna do a quick little audio check here. Make sure your levels are coming through good, and then we're gonna pull you over.
All right.
Just want to make sure that you have your Discord streamer mode on, so you don't have any notifications coming through there. All that fun stuff as well.
Seems to be on right now. Yep.
Perfect. We love to hear it. All right, so I'm basically just going to also hello Leo.
Hey.
I'm basically going to pop into your stream. You two can sort of chat back and forth, make sure that your audio levels sound good for both of you, above the game volume, just so if anything needs to be read in the introduction, all that stuff sounds great.
All right.
So I'm just gonna mute and deafen here. I'm gonna pop in there if you guys want to just chat back and forth, and I'll do a quick little audio check.
All right then.
Of course.
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, so tell me, Ahmad, how long have you been speedrunning Mega Man X8?
Not a whole lot, to be honest. It's a pretty new project for me, but I'm a pretty heavy Mega Man runner in general, so it's not a shocker
cool.
that I've been running this game as well. But how about yourself? Have you been running anything specific lately?
I mean, I've been on the grind of Buster Bust Loose, which is the game I streamed. I did for the charity on Thursday. It didn't go well on the when it came actual time for the charity, but
All right,
lately it's been good.
Sounds good. If you want to just, I'd say bump Leo down maybe like 5%, like just a notch or two,
Yeah.
just because he's coming through a little bit high.
Okay.
That's fair.
But other than that, sounds great. I'll just coordinate with stream here in a second, and we'll make sure we get you guys in.
All right.
Basically, just when we pull you in, just give us that countdown of 3, 2, 1, go. Obviously, Leo, you can do like an intro, and we'll kick things off from there.
Yeah.
I will.
Cool. 1 sec.
Sounds good.
Yeah, feel free to throw to me whenever, but I can like just bump in if you want whenever I have something to say. So.
Oh, you can basically do that anytime you want, but usually after defeating a boss, that's when should be a good time.
Perfect. I'll keep an ear out for that then.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Game Over Cancer. This is 2025 edition. My name is Level Up Leo, and I'll be your host for the next little while. We have a block of Mega Man games coming up. We're later on going to be seeing Mega Man 5, X4, X3, and Rockman and Forte. But right now, we're going to start that off with Ahmad playing some Mega Man X8 16-bit edition. They're going for the 100% category. So let's make sure we support them with donations that also go towards the Canadian Cancer Society. I'm going to pass it over to Ahmad right now. Take it away.
Thank you. But yeah, we're going to play some X8, a 16-bit remake of beloved X8 for PlayStation. We're going to do the 100% category, like mentioned. So we're going to collect all the heart pieces, all the armor pieces, and all the sub-tanks. So without further ado, let's get this show on the roads in 3, 2, 1, go. So as most X games, if not all of them, we have an intro stage here, just like X8. And the funny thing about this run is we can charge Buster all we want, but we also have a button for normal Buster Shot, which allows us to use them both at the same time. So we can charge and just throw normal lemons at the same time, which makes this whole experience so much more faster. And well, if you're into Buster only runs, this would be a perfect run for you guys. Well, not much to say about the intro level in general. We're just going through some enemies, killing them here and there. Try not to get hit by random big bee queens. But the first boss is really easy. There's a difficult strat which I'm not going for. Basically wiggling yourself against the nearest wall just so X doesn't drop from the wall. But I'm just gonna play it safe and use the strat I've been using all this time. So just charging half shots and then normal buster, 3 normal buster shots following right after the half charge. Dealing a lot of damage on the go. Also, these health bars, enemy health bars, they don't really... They're not accurate in the sense of if you shoot one buster, one health bar will get removed. That's not how they work. They actually have more health than it shows. So I'm just going to do half charge and then follow up with hopefully 3 buster shots. And then avoid the claw, which keeps coming back and forth like a boomerang. And that's it. That's the first crab boss. Very easy boss. Also to notice in this game, when you go to menu selection or stage selection, we can use mouse here. I'm using obviously a gamepad for... You can play this with keyboard and mouse as well if you want, but it's faster to use mouse for the stage selection, so I'm just going to cheat here a bit and use mouse instead of my trusty gamepad. So, first real stage is the Panda Pandemonium, which is kind of funny. We're gonna use not X himself, but we're just gonna steal a mech here and ride the mech basically through the entire stage, because ideally we would save the mech all the way to the boss and just kill Panda with the mech. This particular mech, it can use the fists, but it can also use the shoulder gunner, which is a much faster method than punching because it actually stops our movement. So we're just going to use the shoulder gunner and hopefully get this skip. Nice. That's a pretty difficult jump to pull off. If you shoot with the shoulder cannon, it actually extends your jump a bit, so a neat little trick. And here we have first Vile fight. We're kind of bullying him because we have a bigger mech and he doesn't have anything else except his trusty, worthy weaponry. Mandalorian. Come on, shoot it, thank you. Gonna need the mech, like I said, throughout the entire... Oh no! That was rude. The turret hit me there. Let me reposition my mech here so it doesn't happen again. Wow. What a rude turret. So, gonna get our boots here. There's 2 different boots, well, 2 different armor piece sets. The Icarus and Hermes, I believe. These particular boots gives me double jump and air dash as well. Ow. Got stuck. There we go. And yeah, as you can see, I can also punch the doors, which is way faster than opening them. I'm gonna leave my first mech behind. I'm gonna use the second mech, and there's a funny little trick here. I enter this mech on the first possible frame when I destroy the enemy occupying it. Which, this is not the method or the space that you usually go to with your mech, but since you entered the mech on the first possible frame, it actually left the normal unstationed hitbox of the mech behind, so kind of a glitch. It allows us to go to the elevator area of that place instead of going around. And here's Panda. We're just gonna punch him. He's gonna do 2 missiles and then grenades following up. This RNG is always fixed, so we don't know exactly what he's gonna do. And the desperation mode is he's going to slap and slash across the screen, and we're just going to deboost against him, which deals less damage than getting through the slashes, so that's about it. Easy peasy. Slapping his face, and we're done.
And I just wanted to let you know I did check on it, and it is called the Hermes armor and the Icarus armor.
Nice.
In this game.
Got them right. Thank you for checking them. Next in line, we have Manowar. Which, once we just used some mechs, now we're going to use a bike. Don't worry, the game is not all about just using vehicles, but for the couple of stages at the start of the game, we're just going to have a little fun with the, not auto-scrollers per se, but more of some vehicle stages. In the original, this was kind of a weird stage, so I'm glad they at least somewhat changed it. If you ever played X8, it's an experience in this stage, that's for sure. First heart piece. we're going to collect... I believe there's all 4 of them. If I'm not fully mistaken. But yeah, obviously 100% requires all the things collected, and we're going to do just that. We broke the door, by the way, with the jet, which is a neat little mechanic you can do. Obviously, opening up doors and using the doors normally takes a lot of time, so having that option is a godsend, to be honest. It saves so much time. A little section with X, and we're going to do another section with a bike. Because everyone likes to bike in this stage. I try to be in the air when I dash. It's faster than being on the ground. And hopefully I'm going to get this. There we go. Here's another pod, which gives us new gloves, new hands. New hands? I guess we can call them gloves. The arm parts. And then we can see the first charge shot of the Pandemonium weapon, which is usually a grenade, but if you charge it, it turns into a missile, which is rideable, as you can see. Also, very useful to go fast, because the missile actually travels in a huge speed. So these arms, I believe, are the ones that do not consume any ammo if I charge. But they also give me a little beam buster, which is absolutely awesome in this game. This fight should be pretty easy. Let's not jinx ourselves. We're just gonna use Buster, not the weakness. We don't have his weakness, but Buster is extremely powerful in this game, so we're just going to abuse that fact and go through his iframes as much as we can. Oh, damn. You almost got me there. Easy peasy. Not too much to worry just yet. If anyone wants to learn this run, there are currently no tutorials, but it's fairly straightforward, but also 100% means that you're collecting sub-tanks, and it's fairly easy because you have all that power on your arsenal, all the health and whatnot, so refills are just a godsend and something that you should and shouldn't be afraid to use. Fairly easy to learn and fairly easy to execute until you go for the harder strats. Next stage is the Yeti. Once again, don't worry, it's the last section with our trusty bikes, I guess. Going to collect a heart, and then we're going to ride the missile straight back to the beginning of this entire stage, which leads to a teleport. Kind of a interesting secret here. Straight into another capsule, which gives us the head part. And this particular head part allows us to charge faster, which is super good in this game. Now you can charge just half the time you just spent, making this run even more faster than it was before. And you probably see me using the weapon we just got from Manowar, the Thunder Dash. I guess it's the official name would be Thunder Dance, but let's just call it a dash. See what it is. Oh, we even saved the jet. That's actually good. That was not intended, but you want to really save the jet because you can crash into the first wall and destroy it without opening it. Very much faster than opening the door. Here's Yeti. We're just going to use his weakness, and when he goes for the desperation mode, then we are going to use our Buster to get him down to a specific HP value, and that allows us to kill the boss slightly faster. So 1, 2, and then continue with the weaknesses, and we can finish the fight with a normal zap, and he's dead. Most of these bosses actually felt really hard to learn when I was first touching the game or trying to learn the speedrun. They felt impossible, but it didn't really take that much time to start learning the proper, I guess, the fighting patterns and whatnot. Because like I said, there's really no RNG at all. All these fights are 100% fixed. As long as you know what they're going to do, then you know exactly how they're going to behave. Next,
We
go ahead.
Sorry, we have a donation that just came in. If you have the moment.
Oh yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, this comes from Super Jamus, who says, "Doors are merely a suggestion for busy robots in combat walkers and riding motorcycles. Go fast, Salami Man." And they decide to give $50 Canadian, which puts us over the $2,500 goal. Hi! And they're putting their donation towards Kill the Animals in Super Metroid. We also have another donation that just came in while I was reading that one. Comes from LV Creed, who gives $500 US.
Oh,
ooh, and they are just doing their part for one of their favorite marathons to watch. Well done to the organizers, runners, and volunteers throughout the entire event. Let's cap off this weekend of the marathon on the highest of notes. And they didn't put any incentive towards that. $500 is quite intense. So if you want to let us know in the chat what you'd like that to go for, please let us know, LB Crew.
Wow, thank you guys for the donations. There was a minor glitch there. I took intentional damage from the enemy, and then it kind of just skips most of the capsule animation. You probably saw me just kind of having the way I got the weapon animation there in the middle of the transition, but don't worry, that's intentional. Completely intentional. So as you can see, this Thunder Dance move is pretty damn powerful movement wise, but we're gonna get another one which is, I would argue, even better. Rooster himself is pretty tough boss, but like I just mentioned, they're fixed, so as long as you kind of learn the patterns and whatnot, they're not that hard, especially with the weaknesses in hand. Also the capsule I just visited gave me new boots, which allows me to stay completely invincible when I'm on the ground. Dashing, rather. So, obviously very nice for this boss, since you can just dash every time he attacks and nothing can damage you. Very useful. But only for this. Only for this particular stage. Because obviously you can't change your equipment during the stage, so you gotta deal with it and, I guess, take advantage of it as well. Now, after this stage, we're just quickly going to swap our boots back to the double jumps, because as good as those previous boots might sound like, these are better. Double jump is just way more superior anyway. Okay, we're going to start this stage by having a little chase scene, but instead of watching that guy trying to chase us, we're just going to skip the whole thing and kind of go over it. Okay, so as I said, the Rooster gives us even more mobility in this game, and now the game becomes interesting. Going to get a happy hoodie here. That's exactly what I always call it when I get it. So, this weapon. Going slightly faster than before because we can bounce around walls now. Okay, there's going to be a heart up there. Just going to quickly grab it. There we go. This is a fairly straightforward, easy stage. Oops. Not going to explain too much of it. There's a sub-tank I'm going to collect. It's a pretty scary spot because there's spikes everywhere, but we can destroy them with the Panda's grenade weapon. And he is a little mini boss just before the actual boss, which is kind of interesting design. Just have to press these switches, which moves the contraption back and forth. Oops. And eventually our buddy will die as long as I get the last hit there. There we go. Always gives a 1-up, by the way, if you're worried about your lives. And here's our buddy Trilobite. Trilobite? I don't know, some kind of a beetle. We're just gonna use Buster here, because Buster is incredibly overpowered in this game, so we're just going to Buster this guy out and Watch him suffer. Go behind him, and then it's a safe spot. You don't even have to be here. It's just for convenience. And that's it. He's down. Very much an easy boss. We don't have to change any armor parts right now. So the next in line we have Sunflower, which has a once again interesting mechanic. Normally the game assumes that you have to get your rank up in order to unlock the prizes at the end of each of these sections. But we can cheat. Speedrunners sometimes cheat. I don't usually cheat, but this time we have to cheat, So right now we're going to start this section, and you can see the rank at the top right corner of the screen. But we don't have to worry about that. We can just go without it. No matter what rank we're going to get, it doesn't matter. Since there you go, we got C ranks, but we can destroy the barriers with the Thunder Dancer, and that's it. And we're going to use the same mechanic over the course of this entire stage. Oops, that's fine. Speedrunners would never cheat. Oh no, a D rank. Well, doesn't matter. I got the sub tank. One more section. This is a bit dangerous because I gotta make sure I don't get stuck by these spikes. There we go. You probably noticed me that I'm just getting damaged by everything basically. It doesn't matter. Since the armor we picked before completely negates knockback of my character. Yes, it slows you down a little bit, but it's way better than having the knockback animation. And here we got new arm pieces, which unfortunately does slow down our gameplay a bit, because now we're losing charge ammo, but we're not losing any normal ammo. So we definitely want to use the other one instead of the one we have right now. It doesn't really matter in this boss that much. We're just going to use the Rooster Booster weapon, alternating between that and his actual weakness, which is the Commando Bomb. I can't remember the name. The Panda Grenade, whatever. And he's down. Easy peasy. I think ideally you would use Buster for most of these fights. I think it's just faster. Like I said, Buster is just completely overpowered. No one heard that. Anyways, we're going to swap the arm pieces and go to Black Mantis. And we're going to do a little skip at the very beginning of this. There you go. Riding the missile and then going to the very end. Oh, didn't get the right one. Oh well. It's kind of a Metal Gear-ish kind of a stage. You're supposed to be avoiding these spotlights, but well, Mega Man is Mega Man. He doesn't really care, so we're gonna get ourselves announced. And these things are trying their best to block my path, but we're just going through it with the best of our abilities. Grab this heart piece. And the rest is just trying to be as fast as possible. Should be fine. Looks pretty low. Oh, that's good. It actually looked pretty low. Good ride. There's only one scary section in this stage, which I'm dreaded. I'm dreading already, but we'll see if I can get that right. Let me get this damage and this one here. Alright, everything's fine. Got the capsule. This will give us a bad chest piece, which we don't want, because now we have a knockback, and as you can see from these lasers, X is getting a knockback animation. If you look at the top right corner when we enter the boss room, look, there is the Black Mantis. Oh my god. Hidden in shadows. So we're gonna use the Sunflower's weapon against him. This is kind of a tough fight. Took me quite a bit of time to get used to this. And his desperation move actually hurts a lot if you want that, if you allow that to go through. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't get shot or hit by that thing. It takes literally like half of your health away or something. So quickly skip it with the weakness attack and then be done with it. Fairly easy fight, but I would say that took me the longest to learn, at least on some levels. So I wouldn't say that's super easy. So let's quickly swap our chess piece. We don't want to get knocked back, so chess piece away, and let's go to our last buddy, Antonion. I don't know how to pronounce it. Some kind of an ant and onion. So we're just going to use the Black Mantis weapon here to destroy these boxes. Deboost through some of these spikes. This stage is very spike heavy and trap heavy. Oops. And we're going to have another fight of Vile here. I'm not sure he learned any new tricks. In fact, this might be the exact same fight without the mech though. So we're just going to use in combination of the Booster and the icicle weapon. Ice weapon. And he's quickly done and dealt with. Good and best combination against that guy. Here's the secret area for this, and we're going to get ourselves a new headpiece. Every time you jump, there's going to be an aura around X, which deals damage surrounding X, but also it takes away the ability to quickly charge my weapon, so it's definitely not the ideal choice here. And as you can see, there's spikes everywhere, so I gotta make sure I don't touch any of them. Oh, that was really close. Okay, we're fine. Everything's okay. Whew. I didn't quite get what I wanted there, but it's okay. One more charge. Okay, so Ant has, once again, a fixed pattern, but there's so many different versions of this strat. I'm just going to use the easiest one. We have all the parts, by the way, of a different armor, right? On. I'm going to use the Giga attack here soon. Just going to drop his health to a different certain value and then use Giga attack. A bit too late, I think. He should have lost more HP than that. But it's fine. You have plenty of HP, so just bounce in front of him, use buster shots, and then charge shots at the same time. There's like 3 different things we're hitting him against. And then use Giga attack in the midway. I used it a bit too early. Usually he deals more damage than that. And now we're going to change back to our quick charge headpiece and go to Jacob Elevator, which is one of the end game stages. Really technical, and ironically there's an elevator at the very beginning of this stage, but if you memorize where you are, you can actually trick the camera to follow you up there, so we're just going to do that, just that. And there we go, we skipped the entire elevator. Other than that, this is a very complex stage. Okay, well, that was also very complex, getting stuck in the wall. Oh, change my weapon. Very narrow corridors everywhere, so I gotta make sure that I don't get too much damage here. Even though I'm killing a lot of enemies and the game is giving me a lot of refills, so... Now that's marathon like right there. Some meds. Green meds. Imagine that. Gotta make sure I don't fail this section. I've been dying. I don't know how many times I died in that section, so just making sure I don't. Okay. This is probably the most satisfied weapon in any Mega Man game out there, just saying. Just being able to bounce around and kill everything on your path. And now we're going to do another skip if this works. It did work. Okay, don't have to wait for that elevator either. This is another Vile fight. Probably the hardest one of the bunch. Going to use the same combination, surprise, surprise. And you don't want to get hit by this attack. It deals so much damage. Depending how you really want to approach this fight. Okay, I'm gonna use a tank here, just in case, because otherwise this would be game over for me. I would have to redo the whole thing. One more shot, and he's dead. Okay. That's a bit unfortunate. That could have been so much better stage, but oh well.
Marathon luck and safety strats and all that stuff sometimes.
Oh yeah. Better stay alive than risk it all for the biscuit. So this is the gateway, so-called refights. Interesting fact. We don't go refights right off the bat. Instead, we're going to unlock whatever you want to fight first. So let's go for this yellow gem. I don't know what that is, but let's go there. So we have these little rooms here. We collect the gems, and then just keep repeating the same thing. Every time you collect a gem, the boss appears on that right side. All the obviously they're color coded, so if you just remember what the gem color is, you should remember what the actual Maverick is as well. But as you can see, there's a way that you can do this. Just collect all of them, basically. The game suggests that you only collect 2, and then after collecting 2 gems, all the bots will have this this breakable glass. Obviously, you don't know you can break it, but yeah, it's there. But you can break it, and you can collect all of them if you want, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Which means we're going to fight every single Maverick at the same time on the refight. So there's no refights, there's a refight.
Oh no. Looking forward to seeing that.
It's a big miss. Oh no. Darn. Oh, that's okay. Now we have to start this all over again though, which is unfortunate. I tried so hard to save that, but I couldn't do it. Oh well. Now that's marathon luck. So let me just quickly...
Well, while you're redoing that, I'm just going to take the time to remind people that we have a lot of incentives going on. We are in day 6, so all of our incentives are for day 7. Particularly, I want to highlight the Mega Man 4 versus Mega Man 5 incentive, which right now is tied, with both of them being at 351 apiece. So anything will tip it over towards your preferred game.
Just going to focus here for a little bit.
Of course.
It's the hardest room. It's been getting me a lot in my runs as well, so not surprised, not surprised. It's okay. That's a pretty common place for me to die. But yeah, like I said, every single gem just adds to the refight pool, and then we're just going to fight all of them at the same time. It's also a very high risk, high reward. Like I just unfortunately demonstrated, if you die in the middle and you have already collected more than 2, then well, the game just resets everything on this place and you have to do it again. But these pods are not exactly super hard. It's just the one where I died, I usually end up missing, just because the blocks can be a bit random where they are. Or maybe my memory is just bad. Either way. Oops. going to collect this piece. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. It's just almost down to the pit below. Everything's okay. There's a way faster strat here. Which allows you to enter this capsule way faster if you just charge your shot in the after certain capsules, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to try to play it somewhat safe since I already died twice. This is a nice pod you can just fly over with the missile. And here we go. We're going to fight every single Maverick at the same time. There's two annoying Mavericks, the Panda and the Man of War, because Man of War flies and you have to hit Panda's face. So I'm going to start with a jump and just do this. Stay on this left side and continue using my Beam Buster while using normal Buster at the same time. And eventually, some of them will start dropping one by one. One by one, they die. And now, for this fight, I'm just going to use Man of War's weakness combined with my trusty Buster here. And eventually, if luck is with me, these guys will die. Sometimes it takes more than... Now, there we go. I'm going to quit the stage and go straight back to it. This will skip my... Otherwise, I would have to back travel all the way to the beginning of the stage, where we will meet... Who else than... Sigma! Oh no! We're gonna use Buster, not Buster, the Rooster Charge and combination with the Black Mantis Spear. This is probably the hardest fight in the entire game. But fixed, so learn the patterns, learn how to dodge them, you're fine. That's it. We have reached the final stage of this run. A couple of unfortunate deaths there, because otherwise I was in a PB pace, going all the way to Jacob Elevator. Now, on Sigma Palace, we are going to do a similar fun little trick at the beginning here. Make a crystal charge and then do a couple of these missiles and the ride all the way to the final... Haha, not the final boss fight, but final vile fight. I don't know. They really like this guy. In fact, this time he has a mech instead of we having the mech, so now technically he has the advantage. But we're just going to do 3 quick Shoryukens and be done with that guy. And now the mech has a mind of his own, which is really not great. It's actually a really hard fight because of it. Okay, thank you. Almost had to use a tank there. And now this place is full of Sigma clones. And we're just going to skip through all of them. Even killing some of them. And of course, if you have played the original, you can probably remember how many spikes this entire area has, so... Just going to do my best not to get spiked. There we go, one more, and we are free. Okay. Little corridors skip here, and then... Ideally, at the very top here, you can see that there's lots of health, even a 1-up. Ideally filling all the health just for the final fights. And before our final boss, we have I don't know what Sigma this is. we just keep calling him a troll Sigma here because he looks like one. He uses his huge sword, and eventually he will do some kind of a super laser attack. Right now, I believe, yeah. Firing his laser. One more and he's dead. And then the actual final boss. The Lumine. Who has all the crystals. So he can transform himself into any of the Mavericks we previously encountered. But, however, because we don't like wasting time, so we're just going to bully him with our normal Buster and the Rooster Booster. And eventually, he will die. One more phase and 10 points to anyone who actually recognizes the background of this fight. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will recognize it. Here we go, the final form. And also awesome music, so let's listen to this. Probably have to wait until he spawns here. And that's it, GG, time. We have defeated Lumine twice. And that's the end of this run. Awesome speed run, and even better demake of a great PlayStation title. Like I said, there are currently no tutorial how to learn this game, but if you just watch some people running this game and ask questions or whatnot, this is fairly easy to learn. It didn't actually take that much time for myself to learn it either, even though I usually take so much time to learn everything. But yeah.
I feel like the things you need to know to speedrun this game mostly revolve around bouncing around on fire and shooting yourself while as an electric beam.
Yeah, exactly. 2 weapons to get some mobility, and that's about it. Shoot, kill enemies fast, pew pew.
All right.
Yeah,
Yep,
thanks for having me, Game Over Cancer and the crew. Always a pleasure. Unfortunately, I believe this is, as far as I heard, this was the last Game Over Cancer. But thank you for everything Strizer has been doing and the crew. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the run. And see you guys later. Take care.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmad. We are going to keep on with the Mega Man block here. We are going to have Rockman and Forte come up in just a few moments. So we're going to go ahead and set that up for Game Over Cancer 2025. Stay tuned. All right, that was fun to watch.
Indeed.
Very intense.
Yeah, thank you so much for the run. That was great.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, underestimate as well. So
Hey, we appreciate underestimate. We're running a little behind schedule right now.
yeah, I saw that as the run was going on.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I'm probably gonna make the intro to the next one just real quick.
Yeah. I'm just going to hop away here and give you guys the room. Thanks for having
Perfect.
me.
Yeah, of
Thank you
course.
so
Yeah.
much again.
Take care. Bye. All right. Kind of a bad run, but well, not really. I mean, refights were bad, but I was 7 seconds behind after Jacob, so there was actually a chance for a new PB. Gonna send you guys over to Strizer. There's gonna be more stuff happening, more Rockman happening on Strizer channel. Take care, guys. I will see you soon. If it's tomorrow or not, we'll see. Because I have another run tomorrow, which is the Bakio era. Take care. Bye. Rip all the streaks.